Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back to the Gifted Biscuit podcast, hosted by me, Jahlil Tobee, aka Captain CoStar. What's going on? How are y'all? Are you ready for today's amazing episode of what is to become, if it is not already, your favorite space for inspiration, motivation, and all that good stuff in between? Now, before I start, let me just take a second to say thank you guys for your amazing support. Without you guys, this show just wouldn't be possible. Without your comments, likes, shares, retweets, resubs, whatever you want to call them, without your support, this show just wouldn't be possible. I love coming to y'all. I love talking to y'all. I love just spitting all the stuff that I be finding out and figuring out on my journey. And I love just building a community with you guys. So, before I get ahead of myself, let me remind y'all, you can find this show on the go on all your favorite podcast platforms. That's right, you got us on Google, you got us on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, you got us on Spotify, you got us on Anchor, Podcasts, and all other major podcast outlets. Just search Gifted Biscuit on your favorite app, hit follow and enjoy. You can also find me, if you're listening to the audio version, and the video version at youtube.com/coffeeshopnetwork. Make sure to rate us 5 stars if you enjoyed the show. Other than that, also subscribe, like, all that good stuff. You know the stuff you should be doing if you like the show and support us. Today is December 1st, 2020, and we are going to go into episode 9. I am feeling charged up. I'm charged up. I'm ready. I'm hyped. I'm about to get into it. I can't wait. And my energy has to reflect the topic because... So, we are going to be talking about, if you read the title is going to be Talk Ya Ish, and we're gonna dissect a few lyrics from Masego, one of his songs that I hopped on to the other day that really got me in this mind space. You feel me? It really got me in this vibe, and I just want to spread that message, like positivity and love and loving yourself and your creative journey. So, also I got some stuff to bring up. I know I'm always popping stuff out, but we gonna get back to that later. Don't worry about that. Anyway, opening statements. In my journey, I've been dealing with a lot of momentum issues. So if you noticed, which I know y'all noticed, I wasn't on last week. Part of that had to do with me taking some time to really step back and evaluate all the stuff that I've been doing, but also at the same time just look at where I was and where I was going and recalibrate. But also, I had decided to do this new thing, and I got stumped. Like I got stumped, y'all. And it messed with me so bad that I got stumped on all my other projects too, and it just backed me up. And the basic way I can say this is some dude in like Greece or Rome or someplace, some dude in a toga said an object in motion stays in motion. And similarly, an object that is not in motion is that much harder to get moving. I hope it was some Greek dude. It might have been. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I'm uneducated, if I see something ignorant, please let me know. I'm about getting better and expanding my horizons and not saying stupid stuff on cam as much as possible. So if I see something that I'm not too sure about, and I say it anyway because I'm a dumbass, please, by all means, correct me in the comments. So, just real quick to talk about it. Hey, momentum is a real thing. I know sometimes it is hard to get out of your bed and do something that you may love, but you're just not super into at the moment. But I promise you, the best thing you can do for yourself, what I found to do in the past couple days is just start it. If you just start it and while you're in it, you really don't want to do it, you didn't want to do it. But chances are just pushing through, having that little bit of extra dedication to yourself to just start it, 9 times out of 10, if you just start it, I promise you're going to stick to it. And the best part is, if you actually do the just start and it doesn't work for you, then you really didn't want to do it. Now you can move on to the next thing knowing that's not what you really wanted to do. So, with that little bit said, we're going to move on to main topic 1, Talk Ya Ish. And we're going to be dissecting I Do Everything by Masego. And the tagline to that is, believe in yourself and hype yourself up until you believe it. I'm telling y'all, we gotta hype yourself up. Listen, me as a content creator, I am super critical of myself. I am looking at everything. I'm looking at the way that I say something, how I deliver a joke, how am I promoting my content, what am I doing that I could be doing better. And sometimes in critiquing yourself, you start to become negative. You start to become your own heckler. And to balance that out, you gotta also be your biggest promoter, your biggest cheerleader. So in the spirit of that, I'm gonna just start talking my ish. I'm just gonna start praising myself. I'm just gonna give myself pats on the back. And I'm just gonna be like, I am doing amazing. I am trying something new that I've never done before. I am learning new skills. I am meeting new people. I am reaching people in a way that I never thought was possible. And I am proud of that for myself. And I just want you, whoever is watching this, whenever you're watching this, stop what you're doing. Take 3 seconds and just say something positive about yourself. Seriously, say something undeniably positive about yourself. Don't give yourself one of those Slack comments like, yeah, it was all right for what you could have done. Nah. I want you to be like, you know what? I did that. I am amazing. I am the man. I am the woman. I am the guy. I am the whatever. Nobody can do it like me. No one is going to do it like me. And if they tried to do it like me, guarantee you I'd have already been 3 steps ahead and did even better than they thought they was going to do it. And you got to say it with that. You got to move with it. You got to feel it in your chest. Like Kevin Hart said, say it with your chest. You got to feel it. I'm telling you. Now, why do you need to do that? I already explained why you need to do that. You need to do that because this entire world is going to tell you no. All right? This entire world is going to tell you no. This entire world, friends and family included, under certain circumstances, are going to be like, you're not that good. I don't see it. We all know people who have visions, and people don't follow those visions until it becomes reality. But how do those people make those visions a reality? They talk that shit. When someone says, hey, I have an idea, and that person goes, I don't know, and he goes, nah, I got an idea, and it's gonna be lit, and y'all gonna like it. Guess what? It may take him 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, whatever years. Eventually he gets there, and they go, oh, true? And I get passionate about this because I continuously have to tell myself you're doing a good job. It's not just being bodacious, but it's also just like you're doing a good job. You're doing the best you can do. You are making steps no matter how small. We gotta talk positively to ourselves. Talk your ish, even if it's small, even if it's like, you know what? I did that a little bit better today. Just talk positively to yourself. Give yourself that energy. Gas yourself up. I don't care what you gotta tell yourself, even if it's a lie. Truthfully, even if it is a lie, I want you to look in the mirror and say, I am the best at whatever I am trying to do, and I will be the best whenever I get to where I'm trying to go to. Because that's how you get it. Studies have shown that people that lie to themselves about how well they're about to do on a test actually do better on a test. Now, I'm not one to really quote studies that often, but still, that lends a certain credence to it that says, you gotta lie to yourself sometimes. If that's what it's got, you gotta fake it till you make it. There you go. I know I'll get to it eventually. There you gotta fake it till you make it. Like I said, believe in yourself. And if you don't truly believe in yourself, I want you to hype yourself up until you believe it. All right? Believe that. You ain't feeling too good, push past. Believe that. We all have days where we feel like crap. We all have days where we feel like we're not doing our best. We all have days where we feel like we could have done something better. But where are those days where we say, you know what? Nah, I did the best I could do. Nah, I've done all I can do. I used to work with a dude who, shout out to him if he's ever watching this. He used to tell me, hey, work and do as much as you can do. Do 95% of what you can do. And if you work as hard as you can, and 5% of that 100 you put in, that doesn't work out, and that 95 is still left, you know what? You did the best you could fucking do. And that's it. By the way, click disclaimer. I'm sorry. I know I said I wasn't gonna curse, but I get real passionate, y'all. I get passionate about this because I want you to feel how much I want you to feel good about yourself. We as creatives are so heavy emotionally, and we try to emotionally safeguard ourselves from people's judgments, that we safeguard ourselves from that stuff, and we don't allow ourselves to feel the spectrum of happiness that we're supposed to from feeling creation. You should be feeling happy with what you're creating. You don't have to feel it all the time, but you should be able to look back and say, I did that. All right? Now, let's get into these Masego lyrics. Now, if you don't know why I'm going to Masego lyrics, first off, I love Masego. I hope one day I get to meet him. His swag, his vibe, his everything, it just breeds confidence in himself. And that shows in his music, especially in this song called I Do Everything from his Loose Thoughts EP from 2016. Now, I'm about to read this, so pay attention. He says, do you play the keys? I can play that. Do you play the sax? I can play that too. Do you play the marimba? I can play that. I can play that. Do you play the cymbals? I can play that too. He then goes on to say, hold on. Quiet in the congregation, hold on. Everything, every damn thing, I do everything. Okay? Everything, every damn thing, I do everything. Where the bass go, hit me. I don't think y'all are hearing me right now, but I'ma close it with this. His outro. I'ma close it with this, cause y'all ain't hearing me how much energy he's speaking into his music. And if you can't hear me, I want you to pause this video or pause this audio. Go listen to the song. But I'ma end it with this, cause this really encapsulates everything. All right, hold on. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. The interlude. Yeah, that's right. I did the beat. I did the singing. I did the sax. I did the drums, the hi-hats. I did the triangle. I done told y'all I do it all. Everything. I'm the best ever. Who cares what your favorite is? I is now. I did it. Stop the song if you want. If you're a real fan, you gonna let me run it back. Look at him talk about himself. He said, I did everything. I am the best ever. I don't care who your favorite was. I am now. For all you manifestors out there, I don't know how else you can manifest greatness and how much you can manifest positive energy than claiming your own art as an artist and saying, I have done everything. I am the best at this. Is he the best artist? That's up for other people's discretion. Is he somebody's favorite? Probably. He's one of my favorites now for sure. But the fact is that when he says that, he believes it. It doesn't matter if you have facts. It doesn't matter if you show him an artist list. In his mind, he is the best, and we need to do that. We need to take what he's doing and learn from it and say, I am the best. I am the best writer. I am the person someone is waiting to pick up off a bookshelf. I am the best artist. I am the artist someone is waiting to buy my art from. I am the best songwriter. I am the person someone who can sing really well is waiting to get my words out. I am the best filmmaker. Someone is waiting to devote an entire fan club to my films. We gotta talk our stuff and get up there. Confidence is half the battle. From starting and conceptualizing to following through, having the confidence to see your vision is half of that battle. And sometimes we forget that half of that battle is talking good to yourself. Talk your stuff sometimes. Gas yourself up. Be your own ratchet best friend. Especially when that nagging voice in the back of your head is talking his stuff and he's telling you you are not good enough. You need to be able to combat that and say, no, that is not true. I am amazing. I am talented. I am beautiful. I am special. I matter. And everything that I am doing will leave a mark on this world. You need to be able to tell yourself that for real. And I think this Masego song perfectly encapsulates that. Like, again, everything. I do everything. Every damn thing. He didn't say, I sometimes do it. I kind of do it. I'm kind of nice. I'm all right. No, he said, I did it. Not I'm trying to do it, I did it. With certainty, with confidence, with bravado, with gusto. He believes in it, so you believe in it. To be honest with you, he could be lying. But I didn't question that. Why? Because he had confidence. Talk your stuff and have confidence in what you want to do. Now, how does believe? And this is a random bullet point aside, real quick. I am always formatting my notes to try to get the most value out of the flow of conversation, out of the flow of these podcasts. So you're gonna see a little bit disjointedness. I'm messing up, y'all. Disjointedness as I'm trying to format it. So like I told y'all in the beginning, we're always gonna be evolving. So I have brought up some points that I specifically want to hit just to make sure that I get to them. Number one is what does Masego's lyrics have to do with my journey personally? Personally, for me, right? His lyrics, not even just in this song, but his lyrics in general, speak to me in a way as a creative, because he often is doing things that other people haven't done and talking in a way that other people haven't talked. He's often expressing himself in a very niche way, and I feel like that's what allows his art to thrive, right? So for my creative journey, I have to realize that I can sit in my pocket and do my niche, but also find a way to shine and make that niche mainstream. So one of my other points was, how does believing in ourselves, how does talking art-ish, how does hyping myself up, hyping yourself up, how does that make you feel, right? Because this is all about feeling, right? How does that make you feel to know that you have to do that purposely, right? Because as an adult, it's all about making choices and it's all about purposely doing everything. And I feel like a part of the journey is making active choices, right? No one lucks into success. No one overnight becomes a success, but that's a lie. That person had the skill and the know-how to take advantage of opportunity, right? So I feel like this is another thing that we have to just keep in mind. And I feel like if nothing else, it is something that we need to figure out a way to integrate into the culture of being a creator. So with that said, we are going to go on to main topic 2. As always, our main topic 2 is a Q&A section, normally about one question. Could be 1 or 2 questions, it depends. I'm still working on that. I get the people who give me questions, they're often very detailed, so I don't want to spend too much time on them. Multiple questions, so I like to get one very good question out of it. Like I said, if you want to submit questions, I normally on Instagram and Twitter, I put up a little poll on topics, black culture, finance, motivation, life in general, anything like that. I put on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to do it more anonymously, you can hit me up at CaptainCoStar123@gmail.com with the subject line Q&A. All names are anonymous. Now, before I start, just keep in mind, I am not God. Anything I say is from my lived experience. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. And above all else, do what you want to do. It's your life. So, this person who chose to want to be anonymous on email said, "Hey Captain, I've been really struggling with committing to one idea. I think of all these amazing things and tire myself out thinking about them that I don't get anywhere. Advice?" All right, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I used to struggle with this myself. Hold on one second. Let me just grab a little water because I've been talking. I've been spitting facts. I told you I'm charged up this episode. Woo! That water hitting, peoples. That water's hitting. It stays hitting, boy. Hitting like the lottery. Now, I've been struggling with committing to one idea. I think okay. So I used to struggle with this a lot. I used to have a million ideas, and I feel like a lot of creatives, especially those that want to be entrepreneurs and start their own businesses, they suffer from this. They have a million great ideas, and it's like that meme of that guy who has like the board and he's got all the little dots that are connected with yarn. He's like it's that guy, and you've got all these great ideas, and you tire yourself out researching all these different things that aren't really connected and don't really have a place together. And then you sit up, and after you've planned it all out, you're so tired. You don't even really want to deal with any of it. You're just like, these are great ideas. And then you go about your day. focus on one thing. I know that is really hard, but you have to figure out a way to prioritize what you want to do in a set of lists. So one list needs to be what can you immediately act on. The next list needs to be what is something that can be done in the future. And the third list is what can be done when you have the money, time, resources, whatever have you, to actually achieve it that you don't have now, right? When you make a list based off those criteria, you often find the things that you can be the most actionable about, and that's gonna help you. Like I said, momentum is the biggest thing, and a lack of momentum is also the biggest killer of creativity and ideas. So instead of launching yourself into this big, multifaceted 10-year plan, structure it so that you start with the thing that you can do today. Start with the plan that you can do today, and then just work it at it. Just work it out, right? Also, sleep on your ideas. Oftentimes when we creatives have these amazing ideas, it isn't until we go to conceptualize it, and it isn't until we rest on these ideas, that we realize a lot of them are kind of not that great. Case in point. I had this really cool idea, which I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to steal. I had this really cool idea for this music app, and I wrote it down. I did a bunch of research, and I was on it for like 3-4 days. And then I put it down because I had to do some stuff, and I came back about a week later, and I was like, this is a terrible idea. Thank God I did not put any money into it. So I think when it comes to ideas that you cannot act on immediately, the best thing to do is write them out as best you can, put them down. And that's with any form of creation. If you will find yourself stumped, or if you find yourself having hit a roadblock, be it resources, time, money, support, whatever, what have you, put the idea down, come back to it in 48 hours. And if that idea really still sounds like an amazing idea, then you can continue it. With that said, that's kind of the only thing I can tell you, honestly. Hey, pick one idea that you can act on immediately, rank your ideas that you have by that list, and just carry them out. And best thing you can do also, adding real quickly, see if you can connect some of them. So if you have a book and you have, I don't know, if you paint and you have a book and you also want to do a comic book, why don't you slot them in so that you can take care of them in order, you know? Or if you have something on social media you want to do and you also are trying to do a movie, see if you can do both at the same time. See if you can figure out a way to achieve 2 birds with 1 stone, because that's how you're gonna create that portfolio and that career path for yourself and figure out what you really want to do. So with that said, we are going to close out the show. As always, closing statements. Main takeaways from this short little episode. Hey, talk your stuff. Be about that action. Faith, hard work, consistency, all that good stuff. But above all else, talk nice to yourself. All right? We all have that little nagging gremlin in the back of our heads saying how not good we are, how we're not going to be as big as those other big people, how we don't look as good as them, we're not thin as them, we're not as rich as them, blah, 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 blah. You need to be your own homegirl and talk to yourself, your own homeboy, and talk to yourself and be like, nah, I'm the stuff. I'm lit. I am the best. I am the best there ever is and ever will be. Again, I am the artist someone is waiting to buy art from. I am the writer someone is waiting to read from. I am the movie. I am the director that someone is waiting to put an entire fan club around. You need to walk around with that confidence and put that energy, that soul into your work. And speaking of someone who put that energy and soul into work, like I said, Masego on his 2016 EP, the song I Do Everything. He said, I do everything. He did not say, I kind of do it. I'm all right with it. I mess with it a little bit. No, he said, I do it. He said, I do it. You need to do it. Please, Nike, also, please don't sue me. Please, I know you guys is like this close. Look, do what you can do. Work as hard as you can work. Put your all into everything, whenever you can, however you can, and make little steps. But talk nice to yourself. This journey is a long one, and you are going to keep learning and growing. And part of learning and growing is learning how to be nice to yourself and learning how to let that negativity go to the side. Also, if you are struggling like this person online, to organize your ideas, hey, best thing you can do, focus on what you can do actionably right now and try to make those plans connect into a singular goal. Other than that, again, if you have any other questions you want answered on life, finance, inspiration, motivation, black culture, any of that stuff in between, you can email me at CaptainCoStar123@gmail.com with the subject line Q&A. And that's all I got in my show notes, people. So thank you so much for listening or watching. If you're watching the video version at Coffee Shop Network on youtube.com, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please rate this podcast 5 stars on Apple. It helps move the show up the algorithm, which brings in new listeners, which I need because I am poor. These lights are not cheap. These fake plants, well, they weren't the greatest, but they're not cheap. My luxurious beard is not cheap. I keep having to slather oil on it. And I'm poor, people. It's a pandemic out here. These streets is rough. Speaking of which, if you really want to support the content, consider visiting our website, giftedbiscuit.com. We post articles as frequently as possible about inspiration, motivation, and all that stuff in between. Also, consider donating via CashApp. It is $CaptainCoStar. If you're on the video version, it should be here, or links in the description below. Either way, thank you again, guys, for listening. I appreciate it. I love the energy that I can give to y'all. I love the energy I'm getting back. Make sure to follow the podcast if you're not already. If you're a new listener, hey, make sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Again, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, all that good stuff. We are found wherever we're found, or I'm found, whatever. I post every week, or I try to, people. And if I'm not, I'm going to be transparent with y'all about why. I'm a human. I take time to make sure that I can give you all the best quality content. As always, I will see you guys on the next episode.